Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to Season 1, Episode number 5 of my Wycombe FIFA 14 Road to Glory career mode. Got a couple more games for you here today. Hopefully can continue the good form. Excellent start, picking up 2 wins in the first games of the season. The first league game was very good, and also beating Huddersfield in the Capital One Cup. Honestly, I don't expect us to have a long run in the Capital One Cup. I don't see that being realistic because we're going to have hard teams always to beat, but it's always a challenge, challenging my team and maybe preparing us for maybe a J-Paint trophy run, a more realistic competition to go far in it, to get the funds in cups, is really important. But here, it was actually really poor defending by Milanov. He couldn't get the better of his attacker. He couldn't use his strength, and unfortunate because I thought it was a good signing, had some decent pace, but he didn't have amazing strength, and that was showcased there. Look how weak he is. He couldn't even body him, and just resulted in a goal at the end. Even though it was rebounded off the post with a rebound goal, it just still was really unfortunate. So making some changes, of course, there. And here, Bloomfield with the header. What was that? That was a crazy header. I don't think I've ever scored a header from that kind of range. Actually, I remember on my Liverpool career, I remember Suarez scoring one outside the box, but it's very rare that you'll score one like that, especially for a low-rated player. Honestly, not great keeping by the goalkeeper as well, and that's something you'll see at this level. You can score those kind of goals, and here Scowen could have had a chance, but yeah, it was not to be. The ball was just too close to the keep on that occasion, so it looks like we're going to pick up a 1-1 result unless there's some late drama, but this is the thing at this level. It's going to be hard to win every single game because of having low-quality plays, but if I can grind out some away draws, I'll be happy with that. If I can win away, or not win away, sorry, win at home, but at least pick up some draws away, I reckon that will get me like the decent amount of points to get my expectations this season. Of course, you always want to get promoted, as we get an injury there for trying to launch our final attack, which was not great, but yeah, as I was going to say, it's going to be a long season, so much games. I don't mean a long season because I'm going to lose. Obviously, I haven't even lost yet, but more I mean there's heaps of games. And if I can pick up points here and there, especially away matches, if you can pick up those draws, I'll be really happy if I can do that, especially with our expectations just to come in a mid-table position. And especially comparing real life, I think they're sitting like 22nd near the bottom. There's definitely a chance they could get relegated. So if I can settle in that mid-table, right now I'm in just outside the promotion places. So it's not too bad to be in that kind of position early days. It's always good to start, and even though it's a long league, I notice when you start well and you stay in that top half, you don't really push back. Of course, you go a run of losing, you push back, but if you can settle in that top half, you'll be sitting in a good position for the majority of the season if you continue that form on, unless you drop off dramatically, losing multiple games in a row, which I shouldn't do with this kind of team I have and the signings I made. Like, I signed a decent striker, Futach. He's a 64 rated. His height as well, obviously really good. And I think he has decent potential as well in the high 60s. So he could be a key player for us as we push up to the championship level. So, yeah, he would be a decent signing on the free transfer. And he is realistic as well. A lot of free transfers aren't realistic, but he's actually played in England before. I think in real life he's on the books of Leicester City, but he's on loan to some team at the minute, not sure which team, and he's also played for Portsmouth as well, so he's one of those free transfers that are realistic because he's been in England before. A lot of them you make are unrealistic, but yeah, at least he's one that would be a realistic transfer compared to the other ones I've made, but the other ones I just did to really enhance my chances of winning games and enhance the quality of my team, which I had to do. But here, Bloomfield making an impact again. Paris Cohen-Hall comes in on the left. Look at that. That's once again a kind of goal you would only score with a crap player. Sorry to call him crap, but yeah, that's the thing, because you'll see on the replay, it's a better, I guess, showcase. You can see that it wasn't actually a great shot. It was just hard for the keeper to save. So he comes in. It was like a wheel, just like a weak shot, really, more than anything. But the keeper couldn't save it. That was the thing there. But here, once again, they get us on the break. And I thought I intercepted that well. I did a good tackle and it landed straight to their player. And because of that, my goalkeeper was out of position. And of course, they were always going to score then. Well, at this level, you can't say they're always going to score because they're not great players. But yeah, like I was saying, it was a good tackle. But it went straight to their player, and my goalkeeper, originally, he was in good position. If you see there, good position right there, but just because it fell to him, he was out of position, and those are the kind of things that happen. But we just had to push on. We were winning the game, unfortunately conceded, but then look at this. Once again, 2 episodes in a row, we have picked up an injury, and it could potentially be a crucial injury as he's forced off, and another centre midfielder. So, yeah, 2 of our better centre midfielders are not playing from at least this point. In the previous game, injury for 3 months, and again, our next one. Well, this guy's probably our best. In the previous episode, I said our best centre mid was injured. It was probably our second best. Now, the first and second best, they're gone. And that's probably resulting to this goal right here. Future games is not going to be fun to play. Usually I actually play a lot in the future, but I actually haven't. This is my final recording. I haven't even played, so it's very interesting to see what will happen. I'm very interested to see if I can get back and win some games or something, because at this point, you see on the break we were just caught. And I was actually trying to cover there, but my player just stopped for whatever reason. Of course, they were going to score. You can see I committed there, got pretty frustrated because I committed. I had to go for it to try and win the ball back, and it was desperate stages at this kind of time in the match because, I was behind and I had to go attacking to actually win the game. So there was always that threat they were going to counter us, and that happened there. You can see that I really wanted to commit, but you see my play, he just fails. And, unfortunately that happened, and here we actually had quite a few chances. As I was saying before, I actually haven't recorded after this match, so I have no idea what's the next match going to be. Normally I do record in advance, so I did want to say that because I may not have episodes for the next day or so because of that reason, because I actually need to play it. So I've just been busy over the past couple of days doing some other stuff, so apologies if I don't make a career mode episode maybe over the weekend. But if I do, it just depends if I play it today or, I'll see what I'm feeling like. Because sometimes I'm not in the mood to play it and all that stuff, but I will have some Football Manager videos coming. That's why I like to pre-record a lot. At least I have something to upload. I always want to have something to upload at least once a day, at the very minimum. But sometimes you see I upload a lot. I just always want to have that covered. But anyway, it was a very unfortunate loss, bad defending really, because you can see I'm really trying to showcase there. We dominated the shots, if I'm honest, but possession they dominated, which was interesting. So if I start to dominate possession, you would imagine I'll have way more shots, but losing, look at that, Togwell, he's the guy who came in centre midfield, 4.1 rating, that's what I mean, playing worse players is not going to be a good thing without the shadow of a doubt. And you'll see it again here. With the injuries to my players, and we push back to a kind of 14th position now, so the pressure is on to kind of win games now, because if I don't, I'll do like what I said before, maybe drop near the bottom, and that would not be a good thing, but it may be a realistic thing to how they're doing in real life, I'm not sure. But here we have Guillan. I'm not sure if he's a good player or not, but that's the enjoyment of managing at this level. You can find players you'd never ever even heard of before, maybe in real life. Not even just in the game, but in the game I would never use a lot of these players. But again, it's another 3-month injury to a centre midfielder. So we have 2 of our better centre midfielders, the first best and second best in terms of rating at least, are out for 3 months, and basically within a week of each other, in 2 episodes of each other as well. So that is very frustrating because we're going to have to play some poorer players, and we're not going to have many rotation options. A guy like Kretschmer is probably going to have to make the mark and come in, but I guess that has to remain to be seen. I haven't played Kretschmer yet, so we'll see how it goes. But leave your likes and a comment as well for me to read, and I'll see you guys next time.